So Johnny, no boxing on TV, no sport on TV, but you've got YouTube. If you're going to watch 3 fights, tell people to watch 3 fights. What are the 3 you're going to sit down and watch this week?
I'd watch Harold Graham against Julian Jackson. I'd watch... Because Errol's a friend of mine, and when I see it, and when I've read his book, I just think that one fight. So it's not just about the fight you see in the ring. It's the whole story, the build up to the fight, and how life could have been so different if things were different. If you'd have just listened, I knew what was being said in the corner. I knew when Brendan said, "Listen, don't mix it up with him. Keep him on the jab. Just do that this round, and you've got it. They're going to stop the fight." I knew that. I heard that, and I saw Errol's face, thinking, "I've got him." He went, and Brendan's going, "No!" Boom, gone. And that changed the course of Harold's life. Yeah. I'd watch that again because I know the story behind it.
Johnny always tells me that he flew out at him because he just paid a load of money to have his teeth, and he got his teeth knocked out.
His teeth got knocked out, so his teeth came out in the second round. So Julian Jackson, when we got out to Marbella,
well, tell backstory, Johnny, because he ended up in Marbella because he couldn't get a license to box.
Because his eyesight was that bad. Right, so we called him Mr. Magoo. Jackson. So when he went running, he had to have people either side of him, so he didn't bump into anything. He was running with some big ass thick glasses on. So we saw him thinking, shit, Harold's got this. You know, so, and we're laughing, thinking, fucking hell, the guy can't see. And so it came to the fight. Brendan said, keep him on the jab. Harold's battering him. And the referee came, and in the second round, Julian Jackson slung the shot, clipped Harold. And when Errol came back to the corner, Brendan went to take his gum shield out, and all his teeth were in the gum shield. And so Brendan kept the gum shield in as if his teeth falling out. Just put some water in. Errol didn't realise because you're pumped up. He said, "Listen, keep on the jab. You've got this." The referee came over and said, "He's got one more round. Then I'm stopping his fight." Brendan said, "You've got one more round. Just keep him long. Don't get involved." But you can see Errol thinking, everybody keeps calling me a fancy dancer. I can't punch. I'm going to knock out the biggest. I'm going to knock out the biggest puncher in the world. Then you could see him thinking it. So Errol got him. Backhand lead. Boom, gone. And you could see it coming. But even before that, there was me and Fidel Castro Smith, another fighter from the gym. That's his real name. We were sparring with him, and you could all of a sudden catch him with the right hand. So you know, like Quigg, when you thought you look at him, you think your time is just off a little bit. So that when you see know the story behind the fight, that to me makes a fight more juicy. The other fight I'd watch would be Sugar Ray Leonard against. I would watch his against Marvin Hagler again. Big story behind the fight. Sugar Ray and Marvin were good mates. They went out. You all know the rest is history again. So it was proper bad blood. I think they've only just kind of started speaking to each other now. And
Hagler though, weren't it? Where him who really held on to it.
Held on to it. It's such a shame because these guys, if you're young, you don't understand how history making the fights with Hagler, Hearns, Roberto Duran, and Leonard were. How much it shaped our sport. So again, I like watching fights that tell a story. And so if you're just a fan, you'll watch a fight and God, that was a great fight. But if you know the backstory behind it, it's an even better fight. And then what else would I watch? I'd be stuck between Michael Nunn and Sambu Kalambe and Harold and Nigel Benn and McLaren. And they're just wicked fights. Just unbelievable fights. Storytellers. Storytellers.
I was going to have that as one of mine, the Ben McLennan one, because I remember at the time I was only young, I was 8 or 9. But I remember watching it in my nana's and I remember just thinking, oh my God, and since sort of as I've grown, you see what an awesome, deadly puncher he was. It was unreal, wasn't it? And sort of for Nigel, I think that was his big night, wasn't it? That night, I believe he might have just beat anyone. It was overshadowed by what happened after it, but just the drama of it all was unreal. So I think that would be one of mine. But it was violence, wasn't it?
Proper violence.
It was just that's all it was. Just violent, fight to death, wasn't it? Unfortunately,
it was
real life gladiatorial.
It was. I was going to say that it was like going back to the gladiator days. I think another one, Arguello and Pryor, Alexis Arguello and Pryor. I love them. I was a massive Arguello fan, not like us around them, but I'm a huge Arguello fan. But Pryor was brilliant.
Have you noticed he keeps throwing this age thing in all
I
time?
know.
Have you noticed he's doing that all the time?
He would not be denied, would he? He would not be denied that. I don't know whether the bottle had out to do with it. from Panama Lewis.
Yeah.
But no, I thought he was brilliant. And I think more recent, I was going to go Barrera Morales. Yeah, Barrera Morales, I think unbelievable. And that was I think they're good now, aren't they? That was genuine bad
Oh
blood.
yeah, they hated each other.
And actually, the first fight I thought Barrera won. Obviously, Morales got the decision. He put it right in the 3 fights. But yeah, that was an unbelievable fight. There's 3 to watch from me.
James,
I'm going to be boring because Ben McClellan again. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I can remember watching that fight. I used to share a flat with 2 mates in Ladbroke Grove. Both of whom had no interest in boxing whatsoever. I stayed in. I said I'm going out a little bit later on. They were messing about. Caught the start of this fight. Sat and watched it through. That tells you something. And I love the book War Baby as well.
Oh,
So
unbelievable.
I've watched that again.
Yeah.
Because it almost turned it into 2 brutal guys, but
Yeah.
into that good bad thing as well.
Yeah.
I'm worried you phoned me out. You were 8.
I'm sure I was. Yes, yeah, pretty
all
free
right,
now. How many years ago was that?
James.
Yes, that was a rough guess, but I know it was around that age.
Yeah.
I'm going to check
Right,
in a
moving
bit.
on. Yeah, moving on. Totally different reasons. Michael Moore winning the world title because I stayed up all night to watch that and I slept through it.
No.
Yeah.
Respect.
So that was
No.
That's
back
a
in
great
from the
story.
night
That was
club.
him and Teddy Atlas had a great sort of relationship.
rapport, yeah.
And that was, I think, the one bit I woke up and I used to drone on to people about this, and I've never been able to find it back. Was that the one where, at the start of the last round of the fight, where Teddy Atlas gave him that speech?
About his kids. You're going to have to explain. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah,
that's
that
the
was
fight?
that
that was the
fight.
fight.
What, no,
Yeah.
why Daddy don't
Yeah.
want to be champion of the
Yeah.
world?
Yeah.
That might have been the one.
And I can remember, I say I slept through it, but I can remember that woke me up a little bit, and then those through the rest. The other one, purely for personal reasons, because as somebody who, since I moved up here, has lived in Scarborough, Hull and Sheffield as well, you probably guess it'll be Naz Paulingle.
I
yeah.
was there that night. I was there that night.
Yeah.
So
I was a bit older than 8 that night, so I
You're
don't
going
know,
to tell
12
me you
or
were
13.
12.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's important.
Now I remember that night.
Wicked fight.
Yeah, brilliant.
That'd be
brilliant.
that'd
Do
be
you
the other
forget
one.
how good Paul Ingle was?
Yeah,
Forget
great
how,
fight.
You know, brilliant,
Great
wasn't
fight.
it?
Proper engine.
Went
Proper engine.
unbelievable. He used to run against Scarborough Beach and he'd go all night, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd go all night. But I was also there the night.
Yeah,
In Sheffield against Batili, was it?
Yeah.
Something wasn't right from the off.
It was just,
It was
you know, early on.
It was like
Early on, he was throwing his jab and he was like missing for a
His Naz was
foot,
in
but his body
Manchester,
language
wasn't
was
it?
as if like I'm landing,
Yeah.
but he weren't
Remember,
a
yeah.
mile off.
One of Naz's famous ring entrances.
Yeah.
He'd come out in a car or something
He
like
came
that.
back the other way as well, or
Yeah.
certainly was threatening to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paulingle did. He come out with
Steve.
Frank.
Yeah.
Well, it was Frank then.
they said, if
Yeah.
you messes about, I remember if you messes about,
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. They
Yeah.
come out and then ran back in the ring, didn't they?
What's
I
yours?
think my 3, first one might surprise you. I always say it was like a British Agler Hearns. Paul Samuels
Oof.
against Wayne Alexander.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
What
Two
a
bangers.
fight!
I'm sure that was like to the day, like
Yeah.
What a fight!
so many years ago.
Both
It was
Both
long
unbeaten.
back.
Both could
Oh,
whack.
Wow.
Both didn't really like each other. Wayne, I
That was
think,
a
with
wicked
Jimmy
fight,
Tibbs, weren't it?
Yeah.
He was with Enzo Calzaghe.
Yeah.
It just
Oh,
kind of
it's
built.
crazy.
to
I don't
everything.
know. He
And
managed
they
to generate
just-
such power.
They just flew at each
Yeah.
other,
Yeah.
and there were no quarter were asked for, and no quarter were given.
And
They
don't
just.
ask him how old he was.
Oh, he probably wasn't born.
I do remember it so
Yeah.
clear though. I remember
Just
so
a brilliant
Wayne had some
fight.
massive knock. I mean, Samuels did later
He
on.
put him
even-
down.
You
Yeah,
made
he
the
put him
fight
down.
with him in Render.
Render, yeah, and then double knockdown. Yeah, double knockdown. But
But,
that, I could watch that every
Alexander,
day.
I was only talking about this the other day. He's a world class puncher, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
was
I
he?
know he wasn't, but he was
But
a real
they both were.
world-class
But they were
puncher,
both
yeah.
very
Samuels
vulnerable.
as well.
I'd have
yeah.
probably put in that fight. I think I was leaning towards Alexander because I didn't think he was quite as vulnerable as Wayne, and he hurt Wayne early. I think he put him
Yeah.
down, didn't he? He jumped back up and they would. But I mean, you could even though I was watching it on TV, I weren't there. I was like, I was turning its volume down. You know,
Yeah.
old-fashioned TV,
Yeah.
turning volume down because it's like whack, and you're thinking, Jesus, how much of this?
Yeah.
How much of this can
Alexander
these
had
take?
some huge knockouts,
But that's
didn't
for anybody who wants to watch a fight that's got drama in it,
Yes.
excitement, and some
Yeah.
brutality. That were a
That
great
is a good one.
fight.
That is a good one.
A great fight. My second fight would probably be, for lots of different reasons, just because it was just so bananas. I'm thinking Riddick Bowe against Andrew Galotta.
You mean with
No,
that
when he
was that
kept
Holyfield
punching
fan
him.
man.
Oh, kept biting him in the balls.
Yeah, just because he was nuts.
Which one's fan man? Which one's fan man?
Holyfield too, I think.
Yeah,
Arrow's a fan of. I think Riddick Bro ate himself away from his career. I was such a fan of his. I thought he was fantastic. But Gallotta could really fight.
Yeah.
And I just think when he met Bo, he was sliding.
Yeah.
And it was just a fight that you sat watching thinking, I can't quite understand what I'm watching here.
Yeah.
This is just bananas. This is just bananas. I mean, rematch were even worse, weren't it?
Yeah.
But first one, you finish watching it and you were like scratching your head thinking, what have I just seen? Because he were winning, could have easily won it. He was shot, he were beating him up. And just for some reason, just kept volleying in between legs.
Did it?
Yeah, but when
you the first fight after where the right in the ring, I always remember.
When he came in to try to smash him in the ring.
Yeah. He just all kicked off, and then they did rematch, and he did exactly the same again. So I mean, you can say, look, he's consistent, isn't it? So you can't knock him. And then other one I think that really stands out in my mind for lots of different reasons. More of this is more an ability one. I can remember James Toney against Roy Jones when Roy Jones beat Toney.
Yeah.
That was like a breakthrough because James Toney was seen, and I love James Toney. He was like so brooding and menacing, weren't he? Everybody bought into him, and then they were like, "Oh, there's this young flash kid from America, Roy Jones. He's flashed there boxing," and he just totally schooled him. But for the artistry and what I mean, Tony now will say, "I were dead at weight, and I were this and that," and he went chasing his manager around in with a machine gun a couple of weeks after. Great fights.
When I used to live with Errol Bomber, and he got a letter from America, from a young fighter in America saying, "Dear Mr. Graham, please give me the honour of fighting you. I think you're an amazing fighter."
Yeah.
This is before email and stuff, and
yes.
Do you know? All right.
I think you're an amazing fighter.
Yeah.
Talked about the fights he had. Talked about the people he won.
Stats.
Talked about his record. It'd be a great pleasure to come over and fight you. Signed, Roy Jones Jr.
Wow.
And Errol went, "Who's he?" I went, "Oh."
No, honestly.
I said, "Errol, where's the letter now? Errol, where's the letter?"
But they'd be my three great fights, but for lots of different reasons.
Yeah.
So we're stuck. We know what to watch now, don't we?
Yeah.
We know what to watch.
And that's what it's going to come down to because there ain't any time soon.
No, that's it.
Netflix and chill, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Hope you enjoyed Blackout Barber Show. Please like and subscribe. And if you've got any complaints, remember my name's Richard Poxon. Just saying. And that's Johnny Nelson.
Look at you. You're running in circles. Which way will you turn?